Hey everyone, welcome back to Lens on Trains. Today's episode is an unboxing, and this one's extra special. It was actually a gift, which makes this all the more exciting. So quick note, there are no tracks in this set, which actually makes sense. I already got my layout in place. Still a work in progress, by the way. If you haven't seen my building my first HO diorama series, you can check that after this video. Let's start with these second class PKP passenger coaches. These just scream vintage Poland. We are probably talking era 3 or 4 here, and you can look at this color scheme, deep forest green with the contrasting gray roof, a total classic. The yellow PKP markings, coach numbers, and that familiar 2 for second class. They're all printed cleanly, no smudging or pixelation. You also get these tiny little no smoking icons near the doors. It's those small details that make the difference. And check this out, these big panoramic style windows really make the coach feel open and period authentic. And here's what I really love, you see these big embossed bolts and screws along the underframe. Each end of the coach has molded stairs, and while the doors don't open, they look like they could. Even the tiny windows above them are well proportioned. The black round buffers are simple, but they match the whole industrial look of these cars. Alright, now this is where things get exciting. Here's the steam locomotive, and for a starter level analog, it looks awesome. You've got the tall chimney, the steam well, injector piping, pumps, all these tiny molded valves around the boiler. Even if they are not moving parts, they give the impression of a complex steam engine. The red driving wheels are iconic, and got a visible connecting rod attached to the main piston that drives the traction wheels. It's a thing of beauty when it comes or when it moves, even if I need to run it on analog for now, for example. Large open windows on the cab make it feel spacious even if there's no crew inside. One downside, the lights, they're molded in black and pretty much disappear. I wish they stood out more, maybe with a silver highlight or a lens. Anyway, the coal tender is simple but clean, just like the locomotive, black and red color scheme to match. But what really sells it for me is the coal texture on top. It's uneven with some little bits molded to look like they've spilled slightly. Gives it that gritty real life vibe. Each side has a small white inscription again, tiny but sharp. Buffers are identical to the coaches, rounded and matte black. This is a tender that does its job. Nothing flashy but solid. And here's the set on my layout. The passenger coaches are already pulling into the station, and the locomotive is resting in the shed, close to the shed after a long run. If you enjoyed this unboxing, hit that like button and make sure to subscribe for more HO scale content. Don't forget to check out the rest of the layout build series, and let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next.